Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 6 of my Steins Gate Let's Play. In the last episode, we had a little bit of a diversion with the Ferris Cup, and then we kind of switched back to the more serious stuff, finding out just how many people have died in CERN's experiments, and trying to crack the mystery of the phone wave name subject to change to find out just how it works. So they're kind of figuring out more information about how it works, but still there's a lot of answers that we need on all that stuff. So we're going to get back into it, and we're going to see if we are going to get those answers. So let's go. I'm incredibly tired too. Let's just sleep today. But when I lie down, I find myself unable to sleep, though part of me is still frightened by the dark secrets we've uncovered. The curiosity and excitement are too much to bear. We've built a machine that can send emails to the past. It's like a dream, but it's real, and it's ours. As I start thinking of ways to use it, my imagination spreads out to infinity, driving the last vestiges of fear from my mind. I'm standing in absolute darkness. How long have I been here? I can't remember. I can't move. I can't feel. I can't see. The world is empty.
何もないんじゃない.
Ooh. A voice resounds in the blackness, as if whispering into my ear, as if screaming from far away, as if dozens of people around me are speaking at once. Where am I?
ここはイベントホライゾンを超えた場所。
Whoa.
時間と空間の役割が入れ替わった場所。
Is shit about to get real right now? Suddenly the darkness is dispelled. Whoa! An ocean of stars fills the heavens. The sight is breathtakingly beautiful. However, one point in space lacks stars. I notice that point. I stare at that point. My body starts to fall. I'm falling through the sea of stars. No, not falling. I'm being pulled into a rift of utter darkness from which not even light can escape. In an instant, my consciousness has exceeded the speed of light. Stars flash and vanish from sight. Light itself is but dust in my wake. Logic screams that this cannot be. Nothing can move faster than light. That would contradict the theory of relativity.
あんたは移動なんてしていない。
That voice again. It comes from behind, overtaking my faster-than-light consciousness. At the same time, it seems to lie in wait at my destination. Why do I hear Christina's voice?
あんたは移動なんてしていない。
Those same words.
言ったはず。ここでは空間と時間の役割は入れ替わっている。あんたは空間を移動することはできない。あんたの時間が延々と引き伸ばされているのよ。
I accelerate. I can hardly breathe. It feels like something is crushing my body.
あんたの1秒は私には永遠となる。遠くから観測している私にはあんたは停止しているようにしか見えない。
I fall. I'm pulled to the depths of the dark. Or perhaps to the end of the universe. But even beyond the speed of light, I'll never reach it. Am I looping? No, that's not it. Is the end running away from me? That's not it either. Stretching. What is stretching? Space? Me?
振り返ってはいけない。永遠は無限ではない。永遠へ向かって時間が引き伸ばされ続けようとも終わりは存在する。
Something approaches. It approaches slowly, a stark contrast to the stars flashing past. Is it really approaching? It looks like it's standing still. Its slowness gives it that illusion. I don't know what it is, but it is something.
イベントホライゾン
I try to reach towards it, but my hand won't move.
振り返ってはいけない。そこには1秒が永遠へと引き伸ばされたあんたが連なっているから。
I'm slowing to a stop, but still I keep falling. The end never comes. An asymptotic approach to zero. When will the second pass?
時間と空間の役割は入れ替わっている。
A second stretched out to infinity. 1 second becomes 0.1 seconds. 0.1 seconds becomes 0.01 seconds. 0.01 seconds becomes 0.001 seconds. Okay, I get it. 0.0001 seconds. 0.00001 seconds. Okay, we get it, we got it. When will I arrive? Gradually time shortens. Gradually my perception of time lengthens.
前を向いてたどり着いて。
No matter how close I get, I can never reach.
魔王の城門へ。
Suddenly her words take on an amused tone. The Demon Lord's gate.
あんたは鍵を持っていない。だから城門をこじ開けられず。
I try to shout, but my mouth won't move. I mustn't look back.
魔王の手下に捕らえられる。
Pictures from the Jellyman's report flicker through my brain, my body.
振り返ってはいけない。
I want to look back. I want to go back. I can't look back. I can't go back. I face towards the thing. I face the future of becoming a Jellyman. Can I answer the phone from here? Nope. Well, frozen for eternity. Roused by a melody, I slowly open my eyes. Instead of an ocean of stars, I see the lab's familiar ceiling. Ugh, what a bad dream. It's bright out. What time is it? My phone is ringing. Oh, Shining Finger. Okay, let's make sure that I read it the right way this time. Bottom to top instead of top to bottom. I came like you said, Okabe-kun. You promised to show me the IBN 5100, remember? Are you there? Your windows are open and the lights are on. If you're there, could you open the door? I'm out front, Mooka. That male demon again? Oh, am I not able to see the rest of the... Okay, I'll check it later. Well, it looks like we might have a new lab mem if she's here. I thought I told her to stop with the spam. Okay, let me check the rest of them, because I want to see. It's probably just more of her being like, hey, 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 I'm here. Are you asleep? Ignoring me, maybe? I'm climbing the stairs now, Mooka. Please reply. Are you pretending to be out? I'm coming to the door, Mooka. I'm already inside. I'm watching you sleep, Mooka. I was going to knock, but the hallway's dark and scary. I'm afraid something will jump out if I make any noise, Mooka. Did you go out? Where are you? Are you still in Akihabara? Mooka. My goodness, that would be very annoying having a friend like her just, it's like, okay girl, calm down. I checked the clock. It's 9 a.m. I slept for over 15 hours. No wonder I feel so lethargic. Gotta love that feeling when you sleep a lot and you feel more tired than you did before. Like, if you don't just get 8 hours sleep, if you do like 11 to 14 hours of sleep. The only time I've ever slept that much and felt better was after I had food poisoning. And I was finally actually able to get a good amount of sleep. I slept on and off for pretty much like 18 hours, and I felt awesome after. I stifle a yawn as I unlock the door. When I open the door, I see Shining Finger, Kyrie Mooka, standing there looking down at her phone.
寝ていたのだ。
Her expression doesn't change, but she bows her head slightly. I guess that's her way of saying sorry. I guess I can't just leave her standing there. I reluctantly invite her in, then shut the door and collapse back onto the sofa. I'm still half asleep. I went to the trouble of inviting her in, but Mocha just stands in the corner of the room.
汗びっしょり。
なに、少しばかり宇宙を漂う粒子の気分を味わっていた。
That was one hell of a nightmare. Maybe I'm more shocked by the truth of CERN's experiments than I thought I was. At any rate, I'm still drowsy. My vision's a little blurry, too. I feel like yawning again. I failed to stifle it this time.
それで、本当に IBN5100 を見に来たのか?
Mocha nods. Then she starts entering something on her phone. We're face to face. Why is she sending me mail? You said I could come look, remember? Mocha. True, I did say that. But if you're going to visit someone, don't you usually let them know beforehand? This girl obviously isn't the best at, social situations. Okay. I didn't mean to disturb you, but I need to see the IBN 5100, Mocha.
いや、待てよ。貴様、本当の狙いはこの俺の取材だな。
Like back when we first met, she took a picture of my face without permission. I just noticed her belt. She's got like that checkerboard belt. Oh my god, that's giving me flashbacks to like the early, late 2000s, early 2010s. I'm like, oh my god. It seems like everybody in my high school had like either the checkerboard shoes, like the van shoes, or like the belts. I'm just like, oh my god. Since I am the infamous mad scientist Hoyen Kiyoma, I am quite the delicious topic. In my dealings with dark powers, I've learned secrets that could topple governments. People would love to get their hands on my knowledge. Of course, that's why I'm being chased by the organization. And that's why I refuse all interviews and photo ops. And now comes this woman aiming to get me while I'm still half asleep. A dirty trick, but effective. But Mocha doesn't react to my sharp accusation. Am I wrong about her? Oh, now she's talking. Too bad I don't understand what she means.
わかるように頼む。
I don't miss the way Mocha quickly scans the room.
IBN5100 見せてほしい。
いいだろう。しかし見せるだけだ。そして見たら帰るのだ。それでいいか?
I won't sell or lend it to her no matter what. That machine is critical to our hacking operation against CERN, the enemy. Mocha bites her lip, but she soon nods faintly. I open the curtains to the development room. Off to the side is the cardboard box with the IBN 5100 inside.
その段ボールだ。中に入ってる。
I point to it by jerking my chin. Mocha slowly walks up to the cardboard box, takes a breath, and peeks inside. Her eyes instantly light up and she stares at the machine in fascination. Maybe she's not only a male demon, but also a retro PC maniac? Or maybe she's even a pervert with a retro PC fetish? No way. I don't want to live in the same world as perverts of that level. Oh, jeez. Okay, For a quick second, I thought that was like a flip knife she took out. Like, what are you doing? That's her phone. After staring at the IBN 5100 for a few moments, Mocha starts cheerfully typing out a mail. What an annoying woman. I can't believe I thought that was like a... I can't believe I thought that was a knife. I guess I'm still not quite used to seeing the flip phones. I want to take a picture, Mocha.
無断撮影は禁止だ。どんなカメラで撮るのか教えてもらおう。
Unless I place strict restrictions on photography, she might snap my picture when I'm not paying attention. I'm being chased by the organization, so I can't expose my face to the media. Mocha stops moving once I give her my instructions.
ああ、いい。使おうとしているカメラを奥の棚に置くだけでいい。それを見せてもらう。 いいか。
That's
そ
okay.
れ以外の妙な真似はするな。
I was gonna say, if she's gonna use her phone camera, you don't have to worry too much because it's like it's a flip phone from the 2000s. Like, you won't be able to see shit on it. Mocha silently places her phone on the shelf, but she doesn't let go. She keeps her hand on it.
まさかそれか。その携帯の内蔵カメラで撮ると。
Yeah, you'll barely be able to tell what it is on the phone on a camera like that. Mocha nods, still expressionless. I thought she was doing a magazine article, but if she's using her phone, something tells me she's not very good at her job. Or maybe she's so nervous about interviewing me that she forgot her camera? At any rate, I'm starting to feel sorry for her.
OK だ。自由に撮ってもらって構わん。ただし、この俺の顔以外だ。もしも撮ったら、俺はお前の口を封じるしかなく。
撮るつもりないから、岡部君の顔は。
Mocha starts shooting the IBN 5100. She doesn't even glance at the great Hoyen Kiyoma. Heh, she may act like she doesn't care, but I can tell she's waiting for me to lower my guard. She can't deceive these eyes of mine. A picture of me is worth millions to the right people. Given her stalker-like behavior, it seems safe to assume that I am the true focus of her interest. But I won't be exposed so easily. I feel sorry for her, but I can't let the organization find me. I've been on the run for so long that caution has become habit. Leave no trace of where you've been. Stay vigilant around the clock. That's how you stay alive. I keep my guard up, ready to respond with lethal force should she attempt to take my picture. But 5 minutes later, she's still focused on the IBN 5100. It's like I'm not even in the room. She dares attack my pride? A fearsome opponent indeed. 30 minutes later, Moeka's still taking pictures. The period between shutter sounds has lengthened, but she's still adjusting her angle for every shot. Her expression is completely serious. Come on, it's a computer, not a supermodel. I watch her work from the lounge as I munch on a breakfast banana. oh, Maishi. She'll never get to have one of her bananas. I would have preferred to get something from the convenience store, but I didn't want to leave Moeka alone. I know the IBN 5100 is too heavy for her to carry, but still, there's no telling what this fanatic will do if I let her out of my sight. Suddenly, I get another mail. I want to borrow the 5100, can I? Yeah, that's gonna be a big old no.
ダメだと言っただろう。
I direct my answer towards the development room.
そもそもそれは凶悪な重さだからな。お前一人では運べない。
It'd be great if you could help me carry it. Man, she is really pushing it.
いやいや待てい。なぜ貸すのが前提になっているのだ。貸さないと言っているだろうが。
本当に。
本当だ。
どうしても。
どうしてもだ。
Once again, she does her thing, typing on her phone at high speed. Meanie. Did she really have to send me a one-word mail? What a troublesome woman.
いいかよく聞け。幻のレトロ PC IBN5100 はその主人としてこの俺法院京馬を選び契約した。それが厳然たる事実。神ですら歪められぬ決定事項。シュタインズゲートの選択だ。そもそも契約において俺は一時的にこれの力を借りているに過ぎない。使い終われば元の所有者に返すことになる。
Uh-oh, don't say that, because then she's gonna go to them and she's gonna ask if she can borrow it. Yeah, she's gonna be like, who's the original owner? Yep, who is the original owner? Tell me, Moeka. Stop with the mails already.
教えることはできんな。守秘義務もまた契約の中に含まれているし、IBN5100 を狙う連中から元の所有者を守るためでもある。
He's totally gonna either let it slip by accident or she's just gonna stalk him and find out who it is. I mean, anything could happen. Moeka might seduce Luca's dad, for instance, and get him to lend her the IBN 5100. And then I couldn't complain if Moeka took it away. I must avoid that situation at all costs. Of course, I don't think Moeka could seduce anyone with her personality, and since Luca's dad has a wife and kids, I don't think he'd fall easily either. You can at least tell me where you found it, right? I'm probably just thinking too much. Moeka, meanwhile, is staring at the floor in what I assume is defeat.
俺もそこまで鬼ではない。俺は俺の目的のためにこれと契約した。その目的を果たした後ならば、次はお前が契約できるように元の所有者と交渉してやってもいい。
When I return the IBN 5100 to Yanabayashi Shrine, Ragnarok will be over, and the fate of the world will have already been decided.
そして、ラグナロックが勝利に終わろうと敗北に終わろうと、この法王院京馬の人生は、その頃にはもう、いや、今の言葉は忘れてくれ。そんな先のことなど、今は考えている場合ではないからな。そうさ。そんな先のことは。
それより場所。
Jeez, I had some good angst going there. She's just oblivious to the mood.
IBN5100 は柳林神社にあった。
Just then, I hear the sound of the door opening. Moeka twitches. I look into the lounge and see Daru wiping the sweat off his brow with a towel as he comes in.
Guten Morgen.
ずいぶん早いな。
Ever since university went into summer break, Daru has been coming to the lab in the morning less and less. But then again, he's also staying up all night more and more.
昨日夕方から寝始めたからさ。朝5時に目覚めたぞなもし。はあ、暑い。午前中なのにこの暑さとかありえなさすぎだろ上皇。おおかりん、そちらのエロセクシーな三次元女性はどなたでありますか？
I like how to him, erotic is better than sexy.
ああ、紹介しよう。シャイニングフィンガー、桐生萌香だ。
シャイニングフィンガーだと？俺のこの手が光ってうなる？
うならない。だが能力者だ。
能力とかねえよ。
見ればわかるはずだ。こいつは間違いなく能力者だよ。
まあいいや。よろしく桐生氏。
Even though Daru bowed his head, Moeka doesn't so much as look at him. She's now looking down at her phone, not that she ever really looked away. Daru turns red.
なんという華麗なスルー。デブオタだからって見下してやがりますか。クソー。さてはお主、スイーツかっこ笑いだな。
Alright. Mainstream woman, that's an interesting, what is that? A derogatory term used by otaku to describe women who subscribe to the way of thinking incomprehensible to men. Such women are supposedly influenced by mainstream culture as promoted by women's magazines. Some claim that this phrase is used by men to justify their lack of success with women.
萌香よ。この男こそ俺のマイフェイバリットライトアーム。スーパーハッカーのダルだ。
Oh wait, she's gonna get all be like, wait, super hacker? Moeka lowers her chin imperceptibly. Was that supposed to be a bow? Her expression hasn't changed at all. Everything Daru says flows cleanly through one ear and out the other. And she was so eager to meet the super hacker before, I thought that she was gonna perk up then.
おかり、まさかこの人にヤバいことでもしてたん？
やばいこととはなんだ。俺たちは撮影をしていただけだ。
撮影
Oh no.
だと？それをネタに脅し、ついには性的なおもちゃに。
エロゲノを現実に持ち込むのはやめろ。
さあせん。
Daru's jokes aren't helping.
あ、そうそう。電話レンジだけどさ、ちょっと改良しようと思うんだよね。
改良？どこ？
ほら、今って結構めんどい手順が必要じゃん。D メールを過去に送るのにさ。
おお。
それをもっと簡単にできるようにしたくて。あ、それと電話レンジ専用携帯からの転送も可能にしようかと。
転送とは具体的には？
今は D メールの送信先は電話レンジにつなげた携帯だけっしょ？
That's right. In yesterday's experiments, my phone was attached to the phone wave, named subject to changes socket, so my inbox got flooded with D-mails.
それって結構不便じゃん。電話レンジ専用携帯に転送機能をつけちゃえば、その専用携帯を経由して好きな番号に D メールが送れるわけ。
改良にはどれぐらいかかる？
2、3時間じゃね？オカリンも手伝ってくれたらだけど。
わかった。手伝おう。
オッケー。
Daru really is reliable. I walk up to him with my hand raised for a high five, which he will immediately dismiss, I'm imagining. But he completely ignores it, sits on the sofa, and begins eating. Aw, I almost feel bad for him sometimes. Damn it, pay attention, Daru. I slowly lower my hand. Nothing is worse than going for a high five and not have it reciprocated. Whatever. Once the upgrades are complete, we'll gather the lab mems and begin discussing serious D-mail use. It's time to think about the practical applications of sending mail to the past. Another mail? You said something about sending email to the past, didn't you? What does that mean? Tell me, Mocha. Daru, you idiots. How could you make such a basic mistake? Mocha, whose eyes have never once left her phone, is now staring straight at me. I need to talk my way out of this somehow. She may be just a part-timer, but she's still a journalist of sorts. If she learns we've built the world's first time machine, there's no way we'll be able to keep it under wraps. The organization is sure to find out. I can't let that happen.
聞き間違いだ。
いいえ、
Mocha shakes her head.
はっきり聞こえた。
Mocha's pretty persistent. I know that because of her mail attacks. She won't let me escape so easily. What should I do? In frustration, I put my phone to my ear.
俺だ。まずいことになった。いや、そうじゃない。8号機の情報が第三者に漏れた。あ、分かっている。なんとかするさ。場合によっては口封じをしてでも食い止める。ああ、機関に知られるわけにはいかないからな。これがシュタインズゲートの選択だとしたらやりきれないな。案ずるな。地獄行きは聖戦の後と決めている。エル、プサイ、コングル。
I put my phone in my pocket and turned back to Mocha. She's like, you weren't talking to anyone. I should know. Like, I know phones better than anyone.
誰と電話を？
Or not?
お前には関係ない。
Mocha looks down and begins typing another mail. Are you FB? What the hell does that mean? Since she doesn't include her usual signature, does that mean she was in a hurry? Her expression didn't change at all, though. Anyway, I disregard the mail's content and take one step towards Mocha. FB. Like, my instinct is like Facebook, but I know that's not it. She makes no attempt to escape. I'm standing between her and the door.
選べ。秘密を守ると誓うか、あるいは死か。今すぐにだ。猶予はない。他に選択肢もない。我がラボの秘密を知った以上、貴様には覚悟を決めてもらうぞ。桐生萌か。
殺す。
貴様が事実を公表しようとするならばな。この狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、法王院京馬をあまり舐めない方が身のため。
何？オカリンまた始まったん？
Daru's standing behind me. I turn around in surprise.
桐生氏だっけ？オカリンのこれは一種の病気だから気にしないで OK。
She like totally bought into it for a second. Can't you see what's going on, Supahaka?
バカ者が！お前のうかつな発言のせいで電話レンジカッコ仮のタイムマシンとしての機能がバレてしまったのだぞ。
Well, now you just, like, made it pretty plain there. You could have gotten around it, but nope, now it's out in the open now.
タイムマシン
Good job.
今オカリンもうかつな発言を
Plus, part-time warrior, you told her about it too, so... This is awful. Everything that could go wrong has. How do I recover? First, I need to silence Moa...
てってるーおはようあ、オカリータイムマシン実験する前にマユシーに唐揚げ温めさせてほしいな
I dropped to my knees in utter despair. We're finished. It's impossible to talk our way out of this one.
桐生萌えか全て話そうその上で頼みがある震えよ我が右腕契約に基づき命じる漆黒の極限をまといて我が望みすなわち破壊の衝動を満たせ
Now we just
隠して
need to get
塵
Lukako in
は
here
塵
soon.
へ灰は灰へと帰る
I want Lukako to be a lab mem. He's my fave. I pull hard with both my arms, tearing the microwave door free with a terrible screech. The screws were loosened, but it sounds like I might have broken something too. Well, whatever.
あーこれじゃもう唐揚げ温められないよ
マユリよこれはすでに電子レンジではないタイムマシンなのだ
横暴だよじゃあオカリン新しく電子レンジ買ってきてよ
そんな金はない
Besides, this was Daru's idea. Removing the microwave door means we don't have to open it every time we want to send a D-mail. Daru is currently reprogramming the microwave so that it won't stop when the door is open. He's already programmed the forwarding feature. Oh no, she's taking a picture of the time machine? Mooka takes a picture with her phone. I cover the lens with my hand.
撮影は禁止だと言っている
記念に
何の記念だとにかく撮るな
Mooka complies. I registered her as lab mem number 5 just a little bit earlier. Yeah, she is a lab mem. It was a choice between letting her leak word of the time machine or forcing her to join our group. I reluctantly chose the latter.
俺も随分甘くなったものだ昔ならば容赦なく指圧師の命を絶っていたところだろう
Now we just need Lukako as lab mem number 6. Mooka standing right next to me, but my monologue has no effect. Oh, Lukako, speak of the devil. My dad usually acts normal, but he gets strange when only family members are around, like why I was raised as a girl in the first place. Dad says I was supposed to have another sister born before me, but when I asked Mom, she said he was making it up. I'm kind of fed up with him. P.S. I did 10 practice swings. Okay, I definitely want to talk to this like as a girl thing. That's it. There, without a doubt, lies the key to the tragedy that occurred 15 to 20 years ago. Okay, making it up. How does she know he was lying? Your father may be embracing some darkness deep within his heart that he hides from everyone. I'm kind of fed up with him. If you don't like cross-dressing, then say so. Otherwise, he'll just keep having his fun. If you want to change the status quo, then burn those Miko robes in the courtyard. Let's do the as a girl one. Looks like she wants to ask me something.
なんだ
本当にタイムマシン
本当だお前にも後で見せてやるだから絶対に口外するないいな
Mooka nods. Oh, and then
よし
I was
プ
gonna
ログラム
say,
終わった
I was gonna say we also have to get part-time warrior too, so that's gonna be another one. She's definitely more likely to become a lab mem than Lukako, but I hope he joins too. We're definitely gonna be getting outnumbered by the girls here, so we need to have equal numbers. And I want to know what I keep calling her part-time warrior. I forgot her name. I want to know what her like issue is with. Oh my gosh, I forgot the other girl's name. Dang it, Kurisu. Kurisu, lying on the sofa, looks up from the technical manual she was reading. She got here about 30 minutes ago.
それじゃあ実験再開ね。
でもまた店長さんに怒られないかな。
案ずることはない。俺は昨日ミスター・ブラウンとこう約束したのだ。今日はもう揺らさないと誓うとな。
Yeah, today.
つまり揺らさないと約束したのは昨日だけであって、昨日から見るところの明日である今日は揺らしても問題ないのだ。
何の解決にもなってないだろう。どうしてそこまで自信満々でいられるのか不思議。
つまりこう言いたいのか、クリスティーナ。ミスター・ブラウンをやれと
言っとらんわ。それに岡部みたいな兵糧が向かっていってもあの店長にはかなわないでしょ。
ムキムキだもんね。
Unfortunately, it's impossible to experiment without shaking the building. Well, why not just do it when he's not there? I mean, he can't be there all the time. I have no choice but to negotiate with Mr. Braun somehow. The other 4 members look at me in anticipation. Are they planning to sacrifice me?
それがシュタインズゲートの選択か。しかし
While trying to think of a way to avoid talking to the manager, I wander over to the window and look outside. Yeah, she's totally gonna join us too. The street below is mostly empty. Oh, that must be his little girl. A girl is polishing her bicycle in front of the building. A much younger girl is squatting next to her, watching her work. They're alone. I can only see the backs of their heads from here, but I know who they are.
そこのバイト戦士。
When I call her, Suzuha looks left and right while wiping the sweat off her brow before finally looking up here.
ウィース。
The girl beside her also looks up. This cute little girl is Tanoji Nai? Tanoji Nai, Mr. Braun's only daughter. Looks like she came to play with her father today. I've always wondered how it's possible for such a muscular man to spawn such a cute girl. Nay? Oh, I keep changing the name. Nai? I'm gonna say Nai. Nai bows her head when we make eye contact. I return the nod, then call out to Suzuha.
そこで何をしている？
見ればわかんじゃん。自転車磨いてんだよ。
今日はバイトじゃないのか？
バイトだよ。だからここにいいんだし。
You're polishing your bicycle even though you're at work? I mean, I guess the store barely has any customers. To put it bluntly, was there even a need for a part-timer?
彼女まだ自転車いじってたの？
I can hear Kurisu's sour voice from inside the lab.
さっき私が来た時も階段の前にいて思いっきり睨まれた。
Looks like they're still fighting.
おいバイト戦士、ミスター・ブラウンはどうしている？
ミスター・ブラウン？誰
？1階のジャンク屋の店長のことだ。
ジャンク屋じゃなくてブラウン管専門ショップでしょ。
My assistant's so picky. Junk shop was just a joke to add a little Hoyin Kiyoma spice to the mix.
ああ、ミスター・ブラウンってそういう意味か。お父さんの名前はミスター・ブラウンじゃないよ。
The little girl diligently corrects us on her father's name. She must not get the joke.
店長は出張サービス中。しばらく帰還しないんじゃないかな。
何？それは本当か？
ほんと。じゃなきゃ私ここでサボってないよ。あ、前サボってることは店長には内緒ね。じゃあ今度自転車に乗せて。
It's a blessing from the gods. I give my gratitude to part-time warrior and shift my attention back inside.
聞いた通りだ。これこそがシュタインズゲートの選択なのだろう。ミスター・ブラウンは今不在。すなわちそれは実験し放題であることを意味する。
So they're totally going to just bore a hole into the ceiling at some point or collapse the entire building.
結局根本的解決はまた先送りするのか？
シュタインズゲートの選択だと言っている。
何でもいいからさ、 とりあえず電話レンジセカンドエディションバージョン 1.03 を試したいんだけど。
セカンドエドションバーゼロション。
セカンドエディションバージョン 1.03。
How did we get to 1.03?
そんなやぼったい言い方はよせ。この改良型はヘブンリーメリーゴーラウンドだ。
名前なんてどうでもいいだろ。いいから実験を。
The sound of a camera interrupts our quarrel. Mooka has her phone pointed at us. How many times have I told her not to take pictures?
楽しそうだったから。
Mayuri smiles happily. Daru doesn't react. Kurisu turns away in a huff.
そんなわけない。少なくとも私はこのサークルのノリにうんざりしてただけよ。
それにしてもこの助手ツンデレである。
Tsundere, a girl who is usually aloof and acerbic, soon but becomes affectionate dere when alone with her romantic interest. However, the definition has been getting more broad recently.
誰がツンデレだ。
おお、マキセ氏ってツンデレの意味わかるん？
知らないわよ。
どう見ても知っているな。顔にそう書いてある。
Kurisu bites her lip. So she is familiar with otaku culture. I wonder how she got that knowledge while living in America.
早く実験を。
Mooka's tired of waiting. She's shown great interest in the time machine ever since we told her the truth. Of course, I made her promise never to write an article about it. I threatened to take her phone away if she breaks her oath. The phone wave, named subject to change, is ready to send a D-mail whenever we are.
じゃあオカリンの携帯に転送されるように設定するから。
Daru types my phone's mail address into the X68000's keyboard. We decide Mayuri was going to be the one to send the D-mails, so she starts typing on her phone. Get Mooka to do it, she'll do it so fast. We set the microwave timer to 60 pound and press start. Even though the door has been removed, the microwave runs like always. The discharge phenomenon occurs and Mayuri's mail goes through the phone wave, named subject to change's dedicated phone to mine. Do-do-do. Maishi.
これは。
Mooka stares at my phone in what I assume is disbelief, though it's hard to tell given her lack of expression.
どうだ？これで電話レンジカッコ仮が紛れもなくタイムマシンだと分かっただろ
う。Mooka just keeps staring at my phone. Part-time warrior's voice comes from outside the window.
またぐらぐら揺れたぞ。しかもなんか光ってたし。一体何をやらかしてんの？
I decide to ignore her. Mr. Braun is one thing, but she doesn't scare me at all.
さてラボメンの諸君。
I assemble all the lab members, including Mooka, for a meeting.
第73回円卓会議を始めようと思う。
昨日は第66回だったぞ。間の6回はどこに消えた？
What's a roundtable conference? Tell me, Mooka, are you going to be really texting during the conference? Oh boy, this was a mistake.
細かいことを気にするとは器の小さいやつめ。だからクリスティーナは助手止まりなのだ。
だから私は助手でもクリスティーナでもないとあれほど。
I ignore Kurisu's complaints and proceed.
オペレーションウルド第一段階では D メールが送れること D メールの性能について検証した。
Oh my gosh, she is too. We discovered that we could only send up to 36 English characters.
今日の実験では
no.
作戦を第2段階へと進め、この D メールをより実践的に使ってみようと思う。
Operation Erd? Sounds military.
実践的か。朝に届くようにして「おはようオカリン」ってちゃんと見てもらえるようにするんだね。
そんなわけがあるか。そんなものはチラシの裏にでも書いておけ。
チラシの裏じゃオカリンに届かないよ。
俺が言っている実践的というのはすなわち
Mairi-san sure is funny. I take a short pause to look at all 4 members. Then I lower my voice.
過去を変えられるかどうかだ。
Shock ripples through the room.
ちょっと待って、そんなの危険すぎる。あんた神にでもなったつもり？
Change the past. I want to try. Oh, I'm excited. Are we actually going to start getting into the time travel aspect soon? Or into actually like changing the fate and things like that? Exciting, exciting, exciting. I hope it happens soon.
おや、助手よ。何が危険だというのだ？
タイムパラドックスよ。もしも仮にパラドックスが発生した瞬間に世界が吹き飛んだら、あんたどうするつもり？
その時は俺もお前も死んでいるだろう。
そんな無責任な考えで過去を変えようなんてふざけてるの？まさかあんた本気で世界に混沌をどうたらとかを実行に移そうとしてるんじゃないでしょうね。
いやいや、それはないわ。マキセシ、オカリンの言うことはもっと適当に受け流しておけ。
What's this about chaos? Are you a bad guy, Okabe-kun?
大丈夫だよ。オカリンはね、本当はとってもいい人なんだから。
俺に対する評価など聞いてはいないが、クリスティーナの疑問には答えておこう。
I disagree. You won't lend me the IBN 5100, meanie.
確かに俺の野望は世界に混沌をもたらすことだ。しかしそれを実行に移すにはあまりにも準備が足りなさすぎる。ましてや18文字しか送れないメールではできることなどほとんどないだろう。故に今回は俺の野望プロジェクトカオティックについてはひとまず置いておく。
プロジェクトカオティック、思いつき？
マキセシ正解。
イエス。
たった今思いついてとりあえず行ってみたっていうオチかと。オカリンっていつもそうなんだよな。
俺を分析するなダルン。あとそこの助手、正解したかのようなガッツポーズはよせ。俺をバカにしてるのか。
This must drive Kurisu crazy right now because she's mentioned about how she doesn't like when people look at their phones when talking. Okabe-kun's funny too.
ねえねえ、それじゃあ実践的な使い方ってどんな使い方なのかな？
過去を変える具体的内容について詳しく。
まずこれはあくまで検証実験だということを忘れるな。過去を変えられるかどうかを確かめられればそれでいいのだから、変える事象は些細なことで問題ない。
岡部、あんたバタフライ効果って知ってる？
もちろんだ。
I've never heard of the butterfly effect. Everyone's so smart. I can't follow the conversation.
ああ、あれっしょ。風が吹けば桶屋が儲かるってやつ。
あ、いや、それは同じ意味のようだけど違うような。
北京で蝶が羽ばたくとニューヨークで嵐が起きるだろ。
そうそう、それカオス理論の一つ。
Chaos theory, the theory that even if something can be expressed with a simple formula, it is hard to perfectly predict its outcome. However, this doesn't mean that the result is random. It means that the slightest variation in initial conditions can cause a wildly diverging outcome. This theory only applies to long-term predictions.
つまりあんたの言う些細なことでも意図的に変えれば未来に重大な影響を及ぼすかもしれない。その責任をどう取るつもり？
タイターはこう言っていた。世界は多世界解釈で成り立っていると。
だから過去を変えてもいいって？あんなうさんくさい自称タイムトラベラーの妄想を信じるの？
Many worlds? You mean there are more worlds just like this one? I don't believe it, Mocha. It's funny, I can imagine if I was in this game, I would be either Mocha or Maishi, just staring dead-eyed and just kind of like, I don't understand what's going on, but I'm gonna try and go along with it. I'm just gonna nod my head and pretend like I know what's happening, but I have no clue.
妄想だと証明できるのか？
妄想をよりどころにして行動した結果、取り返しのつかないことになったらどうするのかって言ってる。
Kurisu and I glare at each other. I don't think this argument is going anywhere. For some reason, I always end up getting emotional whenever I argue with this impertinent assistant of mine. Such weakness is unbefitting of an insane mad scientist. I need to calm down.
クリスティーナよ。お前は以前こう言っていたな。仮説を積み上げて理論が観測されたとき、それは本物になる。そうやって現代物理学は宇宙のすべての真実を理解すると矛盾しているぞ。
いいえ、してない。この電話レンジの原理にはまだ仮説すら構築されていない。今の私たちは手探り状態と言える。こんな状態で過去を変えてみようなんてリスクが大きすぎる。せめてもうちょっと調べてからにすべき。
Oh, so she's not unconditionally opposed?
実は試してみたくてうずうずしているのではないか？
そんなこと。
Kurisu quickly looks away.
そもそも助手よ。お前は電話レンジカッコ仮はタイムマシンではないと思いたがっていたのではなかったかな？タイムマシンでないなら過去を変えることなどできない。それが証明できるかもしれないのになぜ否定する？
うるさいな。
それにタイムパラドックスのことを言うならばセルンはどうだ？奴らはすでに100人以上の人間を過去に送り込んでいる。タイムパラドックスの一つや二つ起きていても不思議ではない。
CERN? Did you say CERN? Okay, so she knows of CERN.
あんな非人道的な実験をしてる連中と同じレベルまで落ちるつもり？
人体実験などしないしできないのだから安心しろ。
ねえねえ。
Suddenly, Mayuri raises her hand. She was staring blankly at us this whole time, so I'm a bit surprised.
オカリンオカリン、あのね、マユシーはよくわかんないんだけど、過去を変えるって何をどう変えるの？
Finally, some constructive conversation.
では答えよう。俺がこの作戦において何をしたいかというと、宝くじを当てるのだ。
Hey, there you go. I like that. That's a practical way of using it to try not to change the past too much. It just benefits yourself, you think. I mean, there could be unseen changes that winning the lottery can make, but that's where my head would go. It's like, I'm not going to be doing any big changes. I'm not going to go back in time and kill Hitler and stuff. Like, that's what I would do. Yeah, win the lottery. Oh, Lukako. Question about the tragedy. There was a tragedy? I don't know what you mean, but if you say so, then it must be true. Ah, is that why you've been training me with Samadare? If so, then I need to work even harder. I did 25 practice swings. I need those practice swings of his to come through in some way. He's gonna come in with Samadare and save us all. Everyone except for Moeka stares at me open-mouthed.
僕は賛成。金があれば PC パーツ買えるし、メイクインにも行きまくれるじゃん。むしろ試さない方がおかしいっしょ。
That's my super hacker.
現金だなオカリ。マユシは悲しいです。もっとね、世界が平和になる方法とかを考えるべきじゃないかな。例えばね、世界中のすべての人がウーパクッションを持っているようにするとか。
世界が平和にだと？なんだその偽善は。
I'll say, well, Mayuri, if you want to do that, we need money to buy the cushions, so yeah.
俺を誰だと思っている？狂気のマッドサイエンティスト。
岡部、志が低すぎ。
I'm surrounded by idealists.
そもそも趣旨を履き違えるな。
I was like, he's the only one talking sense right now. Like, do something that's not going to change the world too much because you want to avoid that butterfly effect and have something potentially bad happen.
世界平和だとか志など知ったことではない。これは過去を変えられるかどうかを確かめる実験なのだ。最も分かりやすいのは宝くじを当てられるか当てられないかだろ
う。でも最大の目的はお金だろ。
金を手に入れればこんなオンボロビルからもおさらばだ。大ビルか UPX に事務所を構えてやる。
ほら、やっぱり
綺麗事ではないのだよ。事務所を移れば開花のムキムキ店長の影に怯えず実験もやり放題。金があれば未来ガジェットに使える研究費も確保できる。それに例えば100万円あればマユリの大好きなバナナはトラックの荷台が山盛りになるほど買えるのだぞ。
トラックの荷台山盛り。
マユリさん、このゴーツくばりに惑わされないで。
黙れセレブセブンティーン。
セレンディピティ？
セレブセブンティーン。
何よそれ。
親の金でホテル住まいをしている分際で人のことをゴーツくばりなどと言うな。
Kurisu puts on a sulky expression. I'm 18 now, she protests, but I ignore her. It doesn't matter if she's 18. Celeb 17 sounds better.
萌香さん、あなたはどう思いますか？
Suddenly, Christino doesn't sound so bad as a nickname. No reaction from Mocha. Huh. Whatever my assistant was trying, it didn't work. I have no idea what Mocha is thinking, but I'll treat her lack of opposition as approval.
不満があるならば代案を出すがいい。過去が変わったと分かりやすく認識できる些細な事象だ。何かあるか？
私が今泊まっているホテルを変えてみる。
Creasy's voice lacks conviction.
俺たちには全く無関係な話だ。セレブ17は品川だろうかウグイス谷だろうがどこへでも好きに移ればいい。
そんな言い方しなくてもいいだろ。
っていうか、なぜにウグイス谷？
あそこにはラブホ街が。
そういうくだらないこと言ってるとロボトミー手術してあんたの前頭葉をかき出すぞ。
Holy crap, a lobotomy? That's mad scientist territory. A surgical brain treatment for mental disorders. A small hole is made in the skull and the frontal lobe is severed with a long scalpel. There are cases where this technique has cured mental disorders enough to earn the inventor a Nobel Prize. However, the technique has also caused serious side effects, including loss of humanity. By the 1970s, many countries had banned the process. I feel like there's a term where something will just keep coming up in your life over and over. That's lobotomies right now. In Higurashi, there's been mentions of lobotomies. I listened to a podcast recently about lobotomies, and now they're talking in this game about lobotomies. I can't escape it.
じゃあ、いつも買ってるジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンを
I like the
若
lottery
鶏一口
idea.
唐揚げに変えてみるとかかな。
This stuff is so small.
マユリは一生唐揚げを貪っていろ。
へえ。
Silence descends upon us. Kurisu and Mayuri are still thinking, but I doubt they'll come up with anything good. As for Mooka, I can't tell what she's thinking, or if she's even thinking at all. She's just staring at her phone, motionless. She's not even typing for a change. Daro has already declared his support for me. Now he's browsing more news sites as if this whole thing doesn't concern him.
結局、タイムマシンを前にしても思いつくことはそれほどないということだ。お前たちの想像力も実に大したことがないな。代案がなければ俺の案を採用する。
Kurisu frowns, but she doesn't raise any more complaints. As I thought, she too wants to know if we can change the past. This is what I'm excited about, is we actually going to have something other than, gel bananas and chicken and stuff. Like, this is stuff I want to get into, is actual, like, big changes. She's a scientist through and through, and if I'm not mistaken, she has a bit of mad in her too. Mwahaha. I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。これよりオペレーションウルド第2段階に移行する。ああ、問題ない。責任はすべてこの法王院京馬が取る。迷惑はかけんさ。そうだ。これが俺の選択であり、同時にシュタインズゲートの選択でもある。聖戦は間近だ。エル、プサイ、コングル。
I put my phone away and look at my lab mems.
では、作戦開始!
Nobody moves a muscle. They just look at each other.
開始って言われても、具体的に何をすればええの？
俺に指示されなければ何もできないのか。
まずは宝くじを買ってこなくちゃ。
いえ、過去の当選番号を手に入れればいいのよ。
その通りだ、セレブ17。よくわかっているじゃないか。
セレブ17言うな。
つうかさ、宝くじにもいろいろ種類があるっしょ。ここはやっぱ夢のサマージャンボ行くしかなくね？
それね、こないだテレビの CM で見たよ。
当選発表はされたのか？
来週か再来週だったはず。
それでは意味がないではないか。D メールは過去にしか送れないのだぞ。
ああ、そうだよな。
Yeah, how is this gonna work?
じゃあサマージャンボの抽選日まで待つとか。
本末転倒だ。サマージャンボにこだわるな。一番近い時期に当選発表が行われた宝くじを探すのだ。
ふむ、ちょっとググってみるわ。
Daro starts searching on his computer. Meanwhile, Kurisu is thinking hard, because the thing is, they can't physically go back in time right now, only the emails can. So I'm just thinking how it's going to work. Like, they'd have to wait for the numbers to be announced, and then they send it to their past selves, but if it's already happened, then if they have the numbers, it doesn't really do anything for them unless they can actually physically go back in the past and then buy the lottery ticket with those numbers.
例えば未来から当選番号が送られてきたとして、私は信じるかしら。
あのね、マユシーはそもそも宝くじの買い方知らないな。
そうよね。10代の女の子は宝くじは買わないと思う。
萌香は買ったことは？
When I call it to Mooka, standing alone in the corner of the room, her shoulders twitch. Then she shakes her head a little bit.
オカリーは買ったことあるの？
ロト6を1回だけやったことがある。
I didn't even get a penny.
おお、ロト6ならちょうどいいかも。あれって確か当選番号を毎週発表してるし。
A quick search reveals that Lotto 6 announces winning numbers every Thursday. They've also posted last week's first through 7th place numbers on their homepage.
この当たり番号を D メールで送るの？
そういうことだ。もちろんこれがロト6の当選番号だと補足してだが、
先週の1等だと2億とか。
What? 200 million? I think my heart skipped a beat there.
いや待て、1等はまずい。
I was gonna say, is 200 million, are they going by yen? So that would be 2 million, right? That's not super big. Or am I mistaken? Maybe that's 20 million? Or are they going 200 million? Man, does Japan have lotteries that big? I know like the States has like humongous ones where it's like 500 million or something like that. Like here in Canada, if it gets up to like 50 or 60 mil, that's considered humongous. But yeah, the States has ridiculous ones. So I'm assuming it's not actually 200 million.
なんで
2億はさすがにビビっちゃうわよね。
いや、そうでもなく、1等は目立ちすぎる。
は？
わからないのか。俺は期間に追われている身なのだぞ。もしロト6で1等を出してマスコミから取材を受けることになってみろ。立ちど
ならんわ。
じゃあマユシーが当選したことにすればいいんじゃないかな。
ダメだ。オペレーションウルト第2段階はそこのセレセブが言ったようにリスクがあるのも事実。
セレセブって略すなよ。
責任は取るという意味で俺が当選者とならなければ。
まさかあんた金を自分のものにしたいだけじゃなかろうな。
I ignore Celeb Sev's remark. The prospect of pocketing 200 million yen is certainly appetizing, but that would be too big a chance in the past. Okay, it is 200 million yen, not not $200 million. Just like Celeb Sev says, we can't ignore the butterfly effect. We should flap our wings as softly as possible. I'm not scared or anything, really.
というわけでここは目立ちすぎずに2等を狙ってみようと思うのだが、ダリオ、2等の賞金は？
前回の配当金だと2300万円。
3等を狙ってみようと思うのだが。
それだと70万まで減るけど。
それでいい。その辺が妥当だろ
う。岡部って結構チキンね。
さっきまでタイムパラドックスのリスクを心配していたとは思えない言い草だな、セレセブよ。
お願いだからその呼び方やめて。せめて助手にして。それに私はあんたの考え方に納得はしてない。
リスクを考えて多すぎず少なすぎずの絶妙な金額を設定しようとしているのに、お前の方がよほどゴーツくばりだぞ。
どうだか。
I decide to let Celeb Sev have the last word.
70万円だとバナナはトラックの荷台山盛りになるかな。
Nobody said anything about using the entire dividend on bananas, but it looks like Mayuri intends to do so. Let's ignore the glutton for now.
3等なら数字を5個的中させる必要があるお。
Last week's 6 winning numbers were 2, 12, 19, 34, 35, and 40. The bonus number was 8. First prize is for matching all 6 numbers. Second prize is for matching 5 numbers plus the bonus number. Third prize is for matching only 5 numbers.
萌えかよ。新たにラボメンとなったお前に最初の任務を与える。
Mocha stares at me. She clearly didn't expect her name to be called.
D メールとして送る文面を考えてもらおう。何も知らない1週間前の俺にロト6を買おうと思わせるような文章を考えてくれ。
私が
メールマンなのだからそういうのは得意だろ。
Mocha doesn't seem that interested, but she nods. We set the phone wave, name subject to change, to forward to my phone.
先週の木曜日っていうことは5日前か。D メールはそこに送るの？
Kurisu puts on her lab coat before checking the phone attached to the phone wave, name subject to change.
抽選日が5日前だからそれより前に買っとかないとダメじゃね？
だったら1週間前ね。7日は168時間だからちょっと調整して170シャープでセットしましょう。
1、7、 0シャープと
Mocha's finished typing the email into my phone. 021219343537. Buy Lotto 6. Sure to win. We replace the number 40 with 37. This way we won't get first or second prize.
まあこんなものだろうな。
We can only send 36 bytes. There's only so much we can say.
なんだかとってもうさんくさいね
作り直す。
I stopped Mocha from erasing the mail.
これでいい。他にやりようがないだろう。確かにうさんくさいがな。
大丈夫だよ。むしろね、オカリンはうさんくさいものが大好きだからぴったりだと思うな。
That's not entirely incorrect, but it feels like she's making fun of me. In any case, our preparations are complete. It's hard to believe that this is all it takes to send emails to the past.
さて、シュタインズゲートを開くときだ。
前から気になってたんだけど、
Yes,
その
yes,
シ
true.
ュタインズゲートって何なの？
I know it's just something he's made up, but I'm curious about it too. It's what the whole game's named after
オ
all.
カリンの口癖なんだよね。
シュタインズゲートはシュタインズゲートだ。それ以上でも以下でもない。
説明になってない。
いちいち水を差すな。今考えるべきはそこではないだろう。
I place my finger on the send button. My hands are shaking. I fight to keep them steady. Oh, am I Mocha right now?
じゃあレンジ起動させるぜよ。
I swallow hard. The turntable begins to spin backwards as the microwave comes to life. The timer ticks down. 163, 162, 161. Do I have to actually press the button in time? Change the past. It seems very simple to do, but just like Kurisu said, there's no telling what might happen. I said I'd take responsibility, but that was just talk. If a time paradox does occur, it could do irreparable damage to the world I know. 150, 149, 148. How am I supposed to take responsibility for that? Lightning crackles in the air around us. It's working. All I need to do is press the send button. 136, 135, 134. I can't stop now. I want to see what lies beyond. Curiosity pushes me forward. There's no way this will destroy the world, famous last words. There's no way. 122, 121, 120.
エル、プサイ、コングル。
I press the button. My phone displays a flying mail animation and the words, sending mail. 116, 115. Whoa, here we go. Here we go. A wave of vertigo washes over me. It feels as if my feet have left the ground. Suddenly my vision blurs and everything turns monochrome. Is the ground shaking? Every cell in my body is screaming, this is wrong.
オカリン、どうかした？
Mayuri's voice brings me back to my senses. I realize that color has returned to the world. What was that just now? So every time he sees that, something has changed. Mayuri waves her hand in front of my face. After blinking several times, I notice I'm standing stock still, gripping my phone. My phone should be displaying mail sent, but it's not. Instead, it's showing the normal standby display. Something isn't right here. I look around. I'm inside the lab. The phone wave, name subject to change, isn't on. When I sent the mail, the timer read 1:15. In other words, it should still be running for about 2 more minutes. Yet now the phone wave, name subject to change, is silent. Interesting. I scan the room. Other things feel wrong. Just a few seconds ago, Dara was sitting in front of the I always had trouble with this, X68000. But now he's sitting in front of the lounge computer. Did he teleport? At least I don't remember seeing Daru get up and move to the lounge. Kurisu is sitting cross-legged on the sofa, reading a massive technical book. She should be in the development room, too. Mooka is standing at the edge of the development room. Nothing particularly different about her. If she wasn't on her phone, that would be a big deal. Mayuri is next to me, looking at me with confused expression. This is wrong. This is like the feeling he felt when he saw nobody on the street and then Mayuri was looking at him.
マユリ、俺は何分ぐらいここに立っていた？
どういうこと？
And then I think she had that same kind of reaction when he's like, Did you see everybody? Did everybody disappear? And she's like, What do you mean?
いいから教えてくれ。
30秒ぐらいじゃないかな。
30秒？本当か？
急に電話レンジちゃんのところに歩いて行ったかと思ったら、携帯を取り出してね、すごくハーハー言い始めて。
マユシ、今の言葉もう一度言わない。
Daru calls out from the lounge. We're being serious here, my dude.
すごくハーハー言い始めて。
はあはあってとこだけリピート。
はあはあ。
More sexy this time. Why is this the part I have to voice over? Stop it, perv. Kurisu and Daru are exchanging their usual banter. How can these guys be so calm? I just sent a mail that may have changed the past. Why aren't they interested in the result? That's right, the mail. I quickly check my mail. Alright, there's the number for the Lotto 6. I'm not going to read all those out. Buy Lotto 6. Sure to win. The mail arrived a week ago. What's going on? The money. Did I win the Lotto 6? I search my memories but turn up nothing. No memories of buying a ticket. No memories of winning third place. Nothing.
そこのセレセブよ。俺は3等を当てたか？
だからセレセブって言うな。で、3等って何のことよ？
何？
Again, this feeling of disconnect. I approach Kurisu, who's lounging on the sofa.
今何と言った？
何よ？
今何と言ったんだ？
Kurisu glares back at me.
文句あるの？私が何を言おうと勝手。
そうではなく、3等って何のことと言っただろう？ロト6の3等だ。
は？
Kurisu gives me a puzzled look. It doesn't seem like she's messing with me.
誰？俺はたった今、ロト6の当たり番号を電話レンジカッコ借りて送った。そうだな。おお！
Daru's eyes light up.
その発想はなかったわ。もしかして D メールでその方法を使えば僕ら億万長者じゃね？ PC パーツ買えるしメイクインにも行きまくれる。ひょー！みなぎってきた。
This is wrong.
マユリ、バナナでトラックの荷台を満杯にするって喜んでたよな。
トラックの荷台？誰が満杯にするの？
This is wrong. I look at Mooka. She's staring at the floor like usual, but I don't miss the confused glance she throws my way.
待て待て！たった今、オペレーションウルドの第2段階を実行に移しただろ。
第2段階って過去を変えられるかどうか確かめる実験のことでしょ？
そうだ、そのことだ。
だから今みんなで考えてるんじゃん。
何？
どんな内容を送れば 過去が変わったかわかるだろうねって。
でもオカリンが言ったロト6のアイディアはグッジョブと言わざるを得ない。
でもそんなの現金だってマヨシーは思うな。あ、現金は現金でもね、諭吉さんいっぱいっていう意味じゃなくって。
そこは説明しなくてもわかると思う。
ほんと？よかった。でね、現金だからもっと世界が平和になりますようにみたいなのにしようよ。例えばね、世界中のすべての人がウーパクッションを持っているようにするととっても幸せだと思うよ。
This is when it's going to get even more confusing because now we're getting to the actual time travel and I'm going to be very confused about like where is the time space right now that he's in and trying to keep track of things that have happened, things that haven't happened yet.
それで幸せになるのはちびっことまゆしだけだろ、上皇。
What? What are these guys saying? They're acting like I never sent that D-mail with the winning numbers. What? Oh! Ah, Lukako!
こんにちは。
I didn't recognize him at first because he's out of his Miko garbs. Yay, I'm so happy he's here. The front door opens slowly and Lukako sticks his head inside. I keep wanting to say she. I am so sorry, Lukako. I can't help it. You look so cute. Someone this cute can't be a girl.
ルカくんだ。いらっしゃい。すみません、急にお邪魔してしまって。
Lukako bows his head apologetically. Mayuri, Kurisu, and Daru go into welcome mode. Moeka keeps staring at her phone. But I'm not in any condition to greet Lukako. I can't stop sweating, and it's not because of the heat. I don't know what's going on anymore. Questions keep spinning around in my head.
ルカくん、マユシーのコス来てくれる気になったの？だったら嬉しいな。あ、いえ、そうじゃなくて。
Lukako looks at me apologetically like he wants to say something.
なんだ
I reply mechanically. My mind is still blank.
実は岡部さんじゃなくて京馬さんに謝らないといけないことが。
What could he have to apologize for? Timidly, Lukako holds out his hand, and there, between his fingers, is a Lotto 6 ticket. Oh, and the numbers are the same as the ones in my D-mail. So he asked Lukako to go buy it. I grab Lukako by his slender wrist.
ルカ子お前これをどこで
痛いです。
Oh wait, no, he wouldn't be old enough to buy a ticket, right? Maybe he had his dad go buy it?
オカリ、ルカ君をいじめちゃダメだよ。
I'm so confused right now. I'm as confused as Okabe. Mayuri gets between us. I let go reluctantly.
岡部、あんたどうしたの？さっきからなんか変よ。
暑さでやられた？
ルカ子すまなかった。だが教えてくれ。そのロト6の剣はどこで手に入れた？
僕、京馬さんに数字を教えてもらって。
教えた。
Lukako nods with teary eyes.
京馬さんから当たるかもしれないからこの数字で買ってみろって言われて。
本当か？それはいつ？
1週間前です。
Oh, duh. I still don't understand how this is happening, how it actually went into the past. He's just getting the emails from the past, but now it's... What? I don't understand. Damn you, past me. What were you thinking? This wasn't supposed to happen. However, the past certainly has changed. Or has it? It seems like it has, but at the same time, the present seems to have changed too.
じゃあもしかしてルカシロト6当てたの？
じゃあオカリンは超能力者だね。
岡部、あんたまさか電話レンジで当たり番号を送ったの？
Her question makes no sense.
なぜ問いかけなのだ。お前も見ていたはずだ。
見ていた？何を？
Disconnect. Our stories don't match.
送った。3等の当選番号を。ついさっきだ。お前たちも一緒にいた。全員で話し合ってその方法を選んだ。
I'm guessing the way that the game is doing this is he's sending the emails to his past self, and it's like a parallel world where he gets the email, but we're not seeing that. We're seeing the consequences of it in the present. It's still gonna be a little confusing for me, but I think that's what's happening.
過去は変わった。変わったんだ。
I glance at the phone wave, name subject to change. There's no denying it now. That grotesque appliance, the bastard child of microwave and cell phone, actually changed the past. We have the power of a god, though I still don't know why everyone else forgot about it.
そんなことよりルカシいくら当たったん
？70万だな。3等だ。
I answer with conviction. However... Oh, it didn't win? Lukako begins fidgeting. Something strange about his behavior.
本当にごめんなさい、京馬さん。せっかくこんなすごいこと教えてもらったのに、僕数字を1個
Oh,
間違えて記入しちゃって。
did we win second place, maybe? Made even more money? Huh? He what? I stare at the numbers on the ticket in Lukako's trembling hands.
18が19だったら、
Oh, okay. So we
京
didn't
馬
win.
さんのおっしゃる通り3等
Da-
だんです。
Damn it, Lukako. You will never be a lab mem if you can't even fill out a lotto ticket correctly.
惜しい惜しすぐる。
I'm pretty sure I sent it with a 19. I'll know if I check my phone's send history. I take out my phone and bring up the send history. What?
なぜだ。
Whoa.
ないぞ。
The D-mail I sent has vanished from my send history. Just like everyone's memories. Oh, weird. Oh, that's gonna be even harder. I can't even go back and use it as a reference point for what happened. The D-mail should be there, but it's not. And I bet it's not gonna be in his either. In Lukako's, I mean. Almost as if it never existed in the first place. This is very strange. I ignore the worried stares of my lab mems and head outside for some fresh air. I need to calm down and figure this out, and we're gonna come across, Suzuha. I remembered her name now. The ticket Lukako bought turned out to be 4th place. The prize is just 5,000 yen.
そこの岡部倫太郎さ。
Suzuha calls out to me. She's still polishing her bicycle. Tenoji Nai is squatting next to her, watching her work with great interest. 2 questions come to mind. 1, how long has she been polishing that thing? 2, just how much free time does the Braun 2 workshop have?
洗脳されたような顔してるよ。大丈夫？
洗脳。俺が。
ここには他に誰もいないじゃん。
はあ。そうだな。
それはどっちに対するそうだな。洗脳されたこと？他に誰もいないこと？
洗脳されたことだ。
されたの？
Suzuha suddenly steps up to me and grabs my face. Then she forces my eyes open with her index finger and thumb.
何をする？
動かないで。
Suzuha peers into my eye with a serious expression, but a second later she lets go and steps back.
大丈夫。洗脳されてない。
This girl's so strange. Like, what is her deal?
なんだと？
洗脳されてる時ってさ、下まぶたの中によくチップが仕込まれてることがあるんだよね。
A chip? Immediately after saying that, Suzuha gasps and covers her mouth. Then she puts her hand on my shoulder and gives me an embarrassed smile.
岡部倫太郎、今のは機密扱いでお願い。
Like, I don't know if she's just fucking with me, like Ferris does, or if she legitimately believes this stuff. Don't tell me, is she?
そうか。お前も機関に捕らえられていた経験があるのだな。
機関？セルンのことだっけ？
いや、皆まで言うな。お前の苦しみ、俺にはよく理解できる。
そう？
機関がひた隠しにする巨大洗脳施設、通称アポカリプス・オブ・ガリアン。あそこはまさに生きる地獄。二度と思い出したくないのだな。
Alright, Ferris. Raynet Kakuru's second opening theme, nya. First played in episode 4, nyan. It's super cool, nya. Looks like it made big news last year in Shibuya's indie scene, but I never thought she'd make a major debut, nya. Alright, speaking of which, Mairi loves that show. Is it even popular with teenage girls? And the Shibuya, that land has provoked the wrath of God. We're gonna go with that one.
そう、圧砲なんとかって名前じゃない気もするけど、生き地獄だったのは確か。
やはりお前とは良き仲間になれそうだ。バイト戦士よ、聖戦の日は近いぞ。
Suzuha lifts her hand in a half-hearted gesture of enthusiasm.
バイトのお姉ちゃん、洗脳って何？
Nai asks as she tugs on the hem of Suzuha's clothes.
それにはこの法王院京馬が答えてやろう。
いいです。
Once again, Nai picks up on weirdos. She knows.
え？
Nai hides behind Suzuha.
苗は岡部倫太郎が怖いみたいだね。
シェスター・ブラウンよ、俺にイフを抱くのはいいが、同時に世界を股にかけるマッドサイエンティストへの敬意も払うべきだぞ。
Yeah, you're just making her point even more valid of why she's scared of you, because you're weird.
世界を股にかけてるの？
いかにも。俺の天才的な灰色の脳細胞は世界各国の首脳が欲しがるほどのものなのだ。
Oh, never mind, she's coming around. Still clinging to Suzuha's waist, Nai opens her eyes even wider and gasps in admiration.
洗脳ってのは今みたいなことを言うんだよ、苗。
何を言う、そこのバイト戦士。俺は真実しか話していないのだから、これは洗脳などではない。
オカリンおじさんは嘘ついたの？
誰がおじさんか。
子供相手に怒鳴っちゃダメだよ。怯えてるじゃん。
But Mister makes me sound old. I'm not even old enough to drink yet. What a disgrace. No, there's no point getting angry at a child. I need to show composure as an adult.
あんたって岡部よりよっぽど変態ね。もうさん付けで呼んでやらないからな。
僕は変態じゃないよ。変態紳士だよ。
はあ？
ねえねえ、それよりオカリン大丈夫かな？
I can hear voices from the second story window. And since we can hear them clearly from here, Suzuha starts chuckling.
もしかしてずっと聞いていたか？
You guys you need to get the lottery again. Invest, do it right, and invest in some, like something to be able to block the sounds out, because if you're going to be running some sort of secret lab with all of these secret time machine things, maybe don't have it so people walking by can hear what you're yelling.
ごめん。 盗み聞きするつもりはなかったけど、どうしても聞こえちゃうからさ。
タイムマシンのことも？
ああ、聞いちゃった。やるね、この。
She strikes my upper arm in what I assume is a gesture of encouragement. What is this way to go you supposed to mean?
口外したりしていないだろうな。もし誰かに喋ったりしてみろ。俺はお前の口を封じなければならなく。
喋ってないよ。私って結構口は固いからさ。
だったらいい。それで一つ聞くが、たった今2階で放電現象が起きたのを見たか？
放電？昨日みたいなグラグラ揺れるやつ？
I nod.
さっき1回やったよね。店長いないから助かったね。揺れて怖かった。
I ignore the little girl's honest impression.
たった今、ほんの1分前ぐらいにもグラグラ揺らしたはずなんだが。
そうなの？でも2回目は見てないな。
Suzuha tilts her head quizzically, then turns back to her bicycle.
私がこの子を磨くのに夢中だったのかもしんないけどさ。苗は見た？
Sister Braun frantically shakes her head.
2回目は見てないんだな。
見てないです。
Disappointment spreads through me. What does this mean? Events I remember happening didn't. The fact that I sent a D-mail. The fact that we argued over what to send. But Kurisu herself remembers that I called her celeb Sev during that argument. Right after sending the D-mail, I was hit by a feeling of vertigo. That's probably related somehow.
なんかあったの？
お前はタイムトラベルについて詳しいか？
それってどういう意味かな？
Suzuha seems slightly suspicious. So I explain to her what happened just now. Nai probably won't understand a word of it, so I don't think it's necessary to silence her.
信じらんない。
Suzuha's dumbfounded after hearing my explanation.
そんなの聞いたことないよ。ねえ、本当のこと言ってる？
当たり前だ。俺たちは紛れもなくタイムマシンを開発した。そして過去を変えることができたのだ。我らの偉業を否定することは誰にもできない。そう、誰にもだ。
ああ、もうそういうことじゃなくて。
Suzuha grabs at her own hair in frustration, but then her expression turns thoughtful.
君の言うことが本当なのかどうかわかんないけどさ。
She suddenly lowers her voice.
こういう時はジョン・タイターに聞いてみればいいよ。
ジョン・タイター。
ほら、今さ話題になってるらしいじゃん。過去へ遡ってきたタイムトラベラー。なんか知ってっかもよ。同じタイムトラベラー同士ってことで。
なるほど。確かにお前の言う通りかもしれん。あ、いや、
The undoing of past events could possibly be explained through the many worlds interpretation that Titor talked about. And come to think of it, it was Titor's advice that led me to the IBN 5100. He should be able to give me a hint this time, too. I quickly take out my phone.
俺だ。ジョン・タイターはこの俺を導くために未来からやってきたかもしれん。なあ、そうだ。奴がこの2010年へとやってきたのはまさしくシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。エルプサイコングル。
バイトのお姉ちゃん、あのおじさんは誰と電話で話してるの？さあ、誰だろう。未来人と交信してたりして。未来人？
シスター・ブラウン。俺の電話の相手が気になるか？
気になりません。
Nai shakes her head rapidly. She looks scared. I respond with the weary expression of a mad scientist who has seen everything and lost much.
気になったとしても今後絶対に聞くな。もし知れば俺はお前の口を封じなくてはならなくなる。さすがにお前のような痛いけな少女を手にかけたくはないのだ。
I was like, you better not say stuff like that around her father. He's gonna beat the shit out of you.
だから小学生をビビらせちゃダメだっての。
I assume Nai is frightened because of the aura of danger that follows me everywhere. No, it's because you said that you were gonna kill her. She's right to be.
バイト戦士、俺は早速タイターに連絡を取ってみるぞ。素晴らしい助言に感謝する。
私役に立った？そんならよか。
Part-time warrior's eyes pop open mid-sentence.
うわ、やっばー。店長聞かん、店長聞かん。
I follow Suzuha's glance to see a moped heading this way. Judging by the sheer size of the driver, it must be Mr. Braun.
なえ、もし店長に聞かれたらさ、私はちゃんと店番してたって言ってよ。うん。だから今度自転車に乗せてね。乗せる乗せる。じゃあ頑張って岡部倫太郎。私応援してっからさ。
Suzuha pats me on the shoulder and rushes into the workshop. Nai and I are left in front of the store. She's like, Daddy, he said he was gonna silence me. The driver stops the moped and takes off his full-face helmet, revealing Mr. Braun.
お父さん、おかえりなさい。
ねえ、そこのうさんくせえ野郎に何をされた？
Manager leaps from his moped and interposes himself between me and his daughter. His eyes are bloodshot. My spine freezes. What a powerful aura of malice.
てめえ、よくも俺の大事な娘をたぶらかしてくれたな。殺す。
待ってくれ。俺は何もしていない。
だったらなんでおめえとナイが二人っきりで話してんだ？あ？
二人きりじゃない。今の今まで鈴葉もここにいました。あの女は仕事をサボってそこのチャリを磨いていたんですよ。
Please forgive me, Suzuha. My life is too precious.
ナイ、そうなのか？
バイトのお姉ちゃんに自転車に乗せてもらう約束したの。だからサボってなかったって言わなきゃ。
I mean, I technically did say what Suzuha asked her to. Sister Braun ends up betraying Suzuha too. The manager breathes a heavy sigh.
サボる方法だけはうまいんだよな、あのバイト。
It's true, I've never seen her actually do work.
というか、この俺を一瞬でも疑ったことについての謝罪はないんですか？
ねえよ、んなもん。
Stubborn old man. He thinks he owns the place just because he owns the place.
いいか、今後もうちの娘をたぶらかそうとしたらただじゃおかねえからな。
そんな自殺行為はしませんよ。
Mr. Braun nods in satisfaction.
ねえ、シュークリーム買ってきたから一緒に食おう。
He parks his moped next to part-time warrior's bicycle, then enters the store hand in hand with his daughter. Cream puffs? You can't get any more out of character than that. Is that what having kids does to a man?
おいこれバイト、サボってたことは分かってんだぞこら。あとなんで42型がつけっぱなしになってんだ。消しとけって言っただろうが。
ごめんなさい。
I leave Suzuha to her fate and return to the lab. I need to get in touch with Titor as quickly as possible. He might be able to give me the answers I seek. He might even be able to explain the event that I witnessed a few days ago, the instantaneous disappearance of everyone on the streets of Akaba. When I burst into the lab, everyone looks at me with concerned expressions. Man, there's a lot of people here. Mayuri starts to speak, presumably to console me, but I put my hand up to stop her.
待て。事情はすべて後で話す。
I explain that we can't experiment anymore now that Mr. Braun is back. Then I dismiss everyone for today.
おかり、 明日バナナ買ってきてあげるね。
Myri picks her Oopa plush toy off the sofa and hands it to me.
だからね、今はその子をむぎゅーっと抱きしめて元気出してね。
Looks like she's worried about me, but she shouldn't be. It's my job to worry about her. She has work after this, so she leaves. Daro goes with her, probably to see Ferris. Before he leaves, Lukako apologizes again for messing up the Lotto 6 ticket. He knows about the time machine now. Next time I see him, I'll make him a lab mem to secure his silence. Yeah! Mooka leaves with nothing more than a tiny bow. In less than 30 minutes, Kurisu and I are the only ones left in the lab. Oh, receiving mail. Shining Finger. I want to hear more about time machines next time, okay? It's a promise. See you, Mooka.
そこの助手。お前は帰らないのか？
目障りなら帰るけど。
目障りというわけではないが。何か用事でもあるのか？
いいえ。でも、ちょっと考えたいことがあって。
ホテルに戻って考えればいい。
何？追い出したいの？
そうか。どうせ友達もいないし、ホテルに帰っても一人ぼっちで寂しいから、この法院京馬に構ってほしいというわけだな。このお子様セレセブめ。
寂しいのはあんたの方だろ。さっきからあんまり元気ないし。なんなら相談に乗るぞ。私はある意味で部外者だから話しやすいんじゃない？年下の女に相談する男の人ってぐにょぐにょだけど、それでもいいんなら聞いてやってもいい。
Why does she have to be such a smartass? She even has a mocking grin on her face.
俺はメールをする用事があるのだ。どうしてもここにいたいのならば、邪魔をせず静かにしているのだな。ザ・ゾンビ。
その呼び方が一番カチンとくるわね。
Despite her complaint, Kurisu makes no move to leave. She sits down on the sofa and starts reading a massive technical book. On closer inspection, I realize it's in English. Maybe my assistant isn't a genius, but just an extreme studier.
コーヒーを飲むか？
もらうわ。
It's like, even though they don't seem to like each other, she's still like, well, I can give you some advice, and, you know, he offers to make her coffee, so it's like a, I'm not going to say respect kind of thing. I don't even know if she respects him, but maybe he's not too off the mark for saying that she's lonely and she just wants to be around someone. I make some instant coffee for Kurisu. I take a fresh Dr. Pee out of the refrigerator for myself and sit down in front of the computer. Alright, let's do what needs to be done. I only hope this doesn't get undone, too. My plan is to follow Suzuha's advice. Get in touch with Titor. After all, what I'm experiencing right now could have something to do with the many worlds interpretation. Which would mean that the Kurisu sitting over there isn't the same Kurisu with whom I discussed the Lotto 6. And it would mean that this lab isn't the lab where we discussed it. How can that be?
何もぞもぞやってんの？
Kurisu glares at me coldly. Damn it, she's looking at me like I'm a perv again. No, I think she's worried about him. She just won't admit it. I keep telling her I'm not a perv. I'm Hoyen Kiyoma. Anyway, why am I the only one who remembers what happened? That's another question I'll ask John Titor. I don't know if he's a real time traveler, but he did help with the IBN 5100, so I'm inclined to trust him. But what should I write? Should I tell him everything? In any case, worrying about it won't solve anything. Enough stalling. I take out my phone. Okay. Let's read this. Thanks for the intel on the IBN 5100. The code is from CERN's database. In other news, I've successfully built a machine that sends emails to the past. When we change the past by sending an email, does that change the world line? I noticed some events were undone. Does that mean the world line changed? You said the many worlds interpretation is correct, but I'd like to hear the proof if you don't mind. I sigh and chug my soda. Now to wait for his reply. I check the @channel thread just to make sure, but Titor hasn't posted recently.
ずいぶん深いため息ついてるわね。
Kurisu says without lifting her eyes from her book. Maybe I should tell her about how that D-mail changed the past, and about how she seems to have lost her memories about it. Why am I considering talking to Kurisu? Because I don't think Mayuri or Daru would understand this problem. Kurisu, on the other hand, might be able to form a hypothesis. That's what I hope. Just then, my phone rings. Always gotta make sure we answer the phone right away.
あ、オカリン。実はとんでもないミスに気づいたんだ。
ミス？
Is it about the phone wave? Name subject to change? Why do I have a feeling it's nothing too serious? Is it related to the phenomenon I experienced earlier? Or is it something to do with Ferris? I gulp. I know it's pathetic for a mad scientist to show anxiety, but I can't help it. I lick my dry lips and wait for Daru to speak.
実はさ、ラボに財布忘れてきたお。
I knew it. I knew it wasn't anything too bad.
なに？
おかげでメイクインに入れないよ。オカリン、悪いけど僕の財布届けてくんない？
This is
俺にメイクインで
interesting.
ドリンクおごるから。
If I hadn't answered the thing, if I hadn't answered my phone, then maybe it's like I have to bring my wallet over and I get to hang out with Daru, but if I hadn't, maybe I'd be hanging out with Kurisu.
貴様は神田川で水浴びでもしていろ！
Or not. I shout and hang up. Damn it, I got stressed for nothing. But right afterwards, my phone rings again, and it's Mayuri.
もしもし。財布は届けないからな。
トゥットゥルー。オカリンオカリン。
なんだ、マユリか。誰も一緒にいるのだろう。いいか。そのバカに金を貸す必要はないからな。
わかったでね、オカリンもう元気になったかなって思って、ちゃんとウーパーをむぎゅーってした？
していない。そもそも俺はいつだろうと狂気と野心に満ち溢れた。
そっか。
Oops, didn't mean to cut him off, but...
ね、何か悩みがあったらマユシンに相談するんだよ。マユシンはね、難しい話はよくわかんないけど、オカリンのことはよーくわかってるもん。
お前にこの俺がわかるというのか。
わかるよ。子供の頃から一緒だもん。
もう切るぞ。バイト頑張れよ。
ありがとう。じゃあね。
We all need a Mayushi in our life. She's like, I don't understand much, but I'm still here for you if you need it.
たく、あのバカめ。
岡部、顔がにやけてる。
何を言うか、このセレセブが。
セレセブ言うな。
I was going to tell Kurisu the truth, but now I've changed my mind. A mad scientist, Hoyen Kiyoma, would never grin at the words of a mere hostage like Mayuri. I really wonder if something would have changed if I hadn't answered the phone.
恋する乙女が好きな相手からのメールを待ってるみたい。
She sure likes to attack me for every little thing.
そんなに構ってほしいのか。
Oh, Mayuri. You know, I've been working at May Queen for 3 months as of today. The other girls threw me a party. I can't believe I've been a maid for 3 months. Time sure flew by. Oh, but don't worry, Mayushi's still Okarin's hostage full-time. Okay, you need money to buy junk food or else you'll die of starvation. I understand. 3 months? A party after just 3 months? Ridiculous. I don't see how that deserves congratulations. You girls are crazy. I was kind of thinking the same thing. I'm like, I wouldn't mind getting a party for working somewhere for 3 months. I still can't believe you're working in a maid cafe. I mean, you still never cosplay outside of work. Let's do that one.
ささやかな復讐よ。あんたからのひどい扱いにいつもぐっと耐えてるんだから。
これでも俺はお前をリスペクトしているつもりだぞ。
名前すらまともに呼んだこともないくせによく言う。
それについてはすまないと思っている。
Kurisu lifts her face and stares at me in shock.
へえ、意外。あんたって謝るんだ。
謝るさ。だがどうしようもないのだ。俺の脳はお前のことを助手のクリスティーナという認識で固定してしまっていて直しようがないからな。
Ah, so close. You were so close.
解凍して海馬に電極ぶっ刺してやりたい。
Hippocampus, a major part of the brain, the hippocampus governs memory and spatial navigation. Right after that silly exchange, John Titor's mail arrives. Alright, let's check this out. Greetings, Kioma. Can you tell me exactly how you changed the past? I'd like to verify that what you said is true. Oh, what am I doing here? Ah, get out. Reply. Alright. We sent an email today. It was set to arrive last Tuesday. Oh, okay. I'm just going to wait for him to finish typing and then I'll read. Man. Type very fast on that phone. He's given Shining Finger a run for her money. Okay. Dude, oh my gosh, he wrote a lot. We sent an email today. It was set to arrive last Tuesday, 170 hours ago. It contained the winning numbers for the third place prize of the last night's Lotto 6 draw. The moment we sent the email, my associates who had helped plan the experiment and watched me send it instantly forgot that any of that happened. When I checked, I found that the email had vanished from my phone's send history. I know for a fact it arrived in the past as my friend bought a Lotto 6 ticket based on information I had apparently given him. He got one of the numbers wrong, but otherwise it was an exact match.
メールの相手って誰？
ジョン・タイター。
え？嘘？
奴はよほど悪意のある人間以外に対してはオープンだ。メルアドも公開している。こうしてやり取りするのは2度目だ。
道理であんたがタイタンの書き込みを引用したがるわけだ。信者ってわけね。
そういうわけではない。だが奴の話にはうなずける点も多い。
そう？フィクションにしか思えないけど。
Alright. That's very interesting. From the events you described, it sounds like you did indeed change the past. I suspect that the email you sent changed Divergence, if only a little. Bravo! The instant your email arrived in the past, you shifted from your original world line to an ever so slightly different world line. On this world line, you received an email from the future containing the Lotto 6 numbers. You told your friend the numbers, perhaps because you didn't quite trust the email, but your friend got a number wrong when he purchased the ticket. The original email likely disappeared from your send history when the world line changed. All of this makes sense. The one thing I don't understand is how you kept your memories of the previous world line. Just so we're clear, you are telling the truth, yes? Okay. Yes, I still have my memories from before the past was changed. That's the truth. By the way, this is actually the second time this has happened. You traveled 26 years into your past. Haven't you experienced something similar? Also, what effect do you think my intentional manipulation of the timeline might have? Oh boy, quick. Alright, I've confirmed that divergence is currently 0.571015%. I cannot tell what the value was before you changed the past. This is because I, like your friends, have no memories of the world line before you changed the past. In the case of physical time travel, memories are retained even if the world line changes. That's been proven by my own experience, but in the case of an email like the one you sent, the time traveler changes the past through time, a situation that scientists in my timeline never even considered. It wasn't necessary since the invention of the time machine in 2034 gave us a means of physical time travel, so I'm afraid that I have no idea how to explain the phenomenon you've been experiencing. How exactly do you measure divergence? Where do those numbers come from? The rest of this episode is just going to be me reading emails. Fun, fun. Okay, strictly speaking, I was not being entirely accurate when I wrote that the Everett-Wheeler model is accepted in my time. The first functional time machine was completed in 2034. In the 2 years following that breakthrough, our understanding of the universe's structure grew dramatically. In 2036, scientists proved that the universe is comprised of attractor fields, which describe the extent of worldline convergence. This theory was first proposed in 2020. Hey, 2020, what's up? Okay, sorry, I forgot to answer your question. I have a meter that measures divergence. A reading of 0% divergence corresponds to the world line I originally came from. In other words, it's a subjective, not absolute measure. This tool can only indicate the current divergence. Okay, now we're not done. Please explain these attractor fields. How do they affect world lines? Oh my gosh, this is just going to be me reading emails. Oh boy. Put simply, attractor fields are the focal points of world line convergence. Their existence is responsible for a phenomenon previously known as fate and chance. There's no real point making small changes to a world line. Due to convergence, small changes do not have a lasting effect or influence. Humans who can observe convergence are exceedingly rare. I haven't met anyone with that ability myself, so I'm unqualified to give you an accurate appraisal. Oh my gosh. But you, Kioma, might be one such individual. You might have the power to observe convergence. You might be the one who can guide us to a world line beyond 1% divergence, across the wall that divides attractor fields. Oh great, he finally gets to be the special boy he's always wanted to be. The tone of Titor's mail has suddenly changed. He thinks I have some kind of power? But now that he has this power, now he's going to be, like, afraid. Like, he's always wanted to be different and have that kind of, like, special power no one else has, but now it's like, oh, wow, this is real now. I have responsibility with it. With great power comes great responsibility. First, I feel a sense of pride. Next comes apprehension. Could this be a trap? In the first place, I can't confirm if this is the real John Titor, and I don't even know if the John Titor from 2000 was really a time traveler. If Titor's world line theory holds, then that could explain the supernatural events I've experienced. But this last statement is pretty hard to swallow. As soon as I begin to doubt, all of his words start to smell like lies. That stuff about the IBN 5100 might have been a lie too. That mysterious program code could just be a simple bug. Now that he claims I have special powers, he's starting to sound like some new age con artist. And besides, I don't need Titor to tell me that. That he has special powers. Like, yeah, I know. Krisu jerks at the sound of my laughter. Don't just start laughing like that. It's creepy. Hehehe, but I must. He says I have powers. Isn't that rich? I can't laugh like Rintaro can. Alright, it's got a mail. You don't have to tell me what I already know, John Titor. Okay, from Myri. You know why I don't cosplay. Maishi doesn't want to stand out. I mean, I'm your hostage, right? I snap my eyes open wide. I raise my phone high to the heavens. My true power is the magic eye, reading Steiner. Sounds to me like you've got a bad case of chunibuyo. Eh? Eh? Krisu hides her face in her book. She pretends to read, but I can see from here that her ears are bright red. How does she know about chunibuyo? I can't say that dang word. Is she an @channeler after all? No, that doesn't matter now. I need to reply to Titor. What is beyond the wall? What will happen if we cross it? If we cross the wall, we will have freedom. If we do not, then the dystopia I came from will be your future. In exchange for providing false peace and joy, your masters will stamp out every last vestige of free will. My goal is to change that future, and you say you may be the one who can make that possible. Okay, now it's getting creepy. Is this some new cult? Or is he really trying to con me here? He's also contradicting himself again. The Titor who appeared in 2000 said he traveled back in time to retrieve technology lost in World War III. Yet this guy's saying he came to prevent the creation of a dystopia ruled by CERN. This guy might be an imposter. He's acting kinda sus. I'm fed up, so I quit replying, but just as I'm about to put away my phone. Kioma, I want you to be the Messiah. Yeah, that's sus. If the same thing happens to you again, please contact me once more. That moment will prove that you are the Messiah. Don't be giving him like godhood here. He doesn't need that. Raises the hairs on the back of my neck. What is this? Fear? Disgust? I don't know, but something is very wrong. Messiah. We'll do it for this episode. This one was really good. Alright guys, that will do it for this episode. This one was really good. This is what I've been waiting for things to actually start changing in the past. Unfortunately, they didn't win that money. Damn you, Lukako. Damn you, Lukako. But this is exciting. Like, now I'm wondering when we might be able to see these real divergences if I can actually start changing the past with my choices. That's what I'm really excited to get into. And that thing at the end with Titor saying that Rintaro may be the Messiah and can change fate and prevent the future of dystopia. This is some interesting stuff, and I'm very excited to see what's going to happen next, what other changes are going to happen, but we'll just have to wait to see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye. Special shout out to my top tier patrons: Namara Kito, Sparky, iCognito, Simon Rax, Mad Goldsmith, Harry Gazif, and Asborn Kennedy.